If you have been following along this journey of my C4 Corvette that I bought like almost a year ago and I'm trying to fix it, although this requires a little bit more work than I thought since from the beginning. Everything basically started with a missing fire, but then I discovered so many other issues that I could not leave it alone. And since you were in there, it became a huge project. In the last episode, we ended up dropping off the oil pan because we had a massive oil leak throughout this entire car. So I had to replace the gaskets and do a bunch of stuff, but I had the missing parts that it stopped me from actually finishing and starting the car. And we need to get this done.
This is the video that we're gonna make this happen. Last episode, you guys saw I faced a couple of the issues with missing parts, but without further ado, we're gonna pick it up from where we left off, which was putting the water pump back in. There's a couple bolts that I still need to put it on, bolt everything up, put in the new alternator, and if there's anything in between, we'll figure it out. All right, in the last episode, I put most of it, the water pump bolts in. It's missing two. I will put the tread sealer here. I think I put too much, but maybe I split it with the other one. I don't know if you guys can hear, but I'm a little bit under the weather. My son got sick, and then I got sick. But I really don't wanna miss any time work on this car. As I said on the last video, I normally work here like if I get 2 hours when I'm down here, that's too much. I normally get like an hour max, 2 hours. The average, I'd say it's an hour, between an hour and a half. So, and now there's the other one though. I'll show you guys. It's gonna be a little challenging because all the wires going through. Our brand new thermostat, 180 thermostat. Let's put this on. I went a little bit ahead of the game, and after putting this, I attached the hose with everything and put it like tread locker and everything. I made sure the hoses here are also connect. They just need to be clean. And one thing I did, you see that wiring there? So I put this tape. I really like this tape though. And those clamps, they were broke. I had these ones here, which I used the tape to attach to the harness. So, and then you have one spot here and one spot there. I think it looks pretty clean, right? So that's way better. And the reason why I like this tape though, it's because it looks cleaner. Looks better than the old thing here. So I'm putting on top because a lot of this is broken. So I'm just putting the tape on top of it, so it's double protected. If something happened with the tape, this one you hold. The same apply for that. So now what I want to do, I want to get this alternator, swap it out, because look at that. I got a brand new alternator. I got this out of eBay, and the issue with mine was this, but this one's way better condition. It's brand new. This one has seen better days. So let's swap that out, and then we're gonna finish the coolant, and then I'm gonna do some work here. And there's one thing that I need to do here too, which are all those wires here, and I'll explain to you in a while.
Yeah, I took advantage of replacing the alternator, also putting new tape, make sure the wires look clean, and this car actually deserves a new alternator, right? The new one, the old one. The old one though, you can see it was dirty. I tried to clean as much as possible. I painted. I had to paint the entire face of it because once I painted this was so like rusted. Even I taped this dirty so in it, and of course this part here broke, which is the main ground for it. So this one, it's a new one. I got this from eBay. I think I pay $100. Yeah, it's $100, but I think it's well worth it. It's tested and everything. Let's put this bad boy back on. You know what? You really need to pick your battles though, because I mean, not a lot of people would do this and buy a new one, but look at how much better that looks though, right? It's $100. It's $100. But I'll feel better about this $100, and I hope we don't have any issues with it. Now the one that was broke is so much better. Look at that. I don't need to over tie this, but it has to be tight enough. There we go. It's not going anywhere. This is not going there. This is not going there. Man, nothing beats a new part. Now let's finish the coolant hose, because you guys remember this was from the last video. This was one of the issues. We have another two to attack, so let's go to the second one. I got this to replace the rusty, destroyed T, if you will. This one I got from Amazon. Was pretty hard to find though, but I think it's gonna be so much better. All black out, there's no more rust thing in it. This one I could clean, yeah, but there was a hole in it. See, there was a hole in it. Look how dirty this was. So now we're gonna do the good one. So this goes in here, and the little one here, and the other side goes to the one it's on the car. Should be pretty straightforward with the clamps and everything. So I hope this is very straightforward. So you notice I change all the clamps because those clamps I didn't feel secured enough, and I had those ring around, and those are they don't rusted, so, and they look so much better, right? So it looks clean with so there's one hose that goes here. This one I kind of kept it because this thing here is very helpful, like if you need to remove it. So this one goes here, the T goes there. As you can see, very, very nice. So I struggle a little bit because I put this hose backwards. That was touching this this pulley. So can you imagine when the belt is on? So that would be a nightmare, right? Over here we are done. This part of the cooling system, it's complete. The only thing now from our 3 problems, we solved 2 now. It's the vacuum line. And what I figured out with the vacuum line, I have those shrink heat shrink tubes, that's how it's called. So I'm gonna put one here and shrink, and I think that should seal that perfect. If you know, we're gonna see it's pretty much like something like this, but with the shrink tube that goes over here and one over there,
and should, because this part here though, impossible to find. So let's see if I can get that fixed in a good way. It is what it is. Let's see. I hope that works, and it should be super clean. Of course, my camera didn't work, so I don't know. I think I forgot to press record, but anyway. So here is one, and here's another one. So that piece, it is intact. I don't know, boys. I don't know if you know. I use on the connections that I did up there. So you basically put the heater tube in it, and you heat it. I have this small torch. That's what I use. If you want, I'll leave a link below. If you want something like this, very helpful to do electrical things, which I have a bunch of to do inside. So I'm gonna use a lot of it. You can use a heat gun too. Actually, here I was kind of scared because I was touching this one here. I think it looks good. Now, what I have to do is I wanna fix this wiring thing, like one bolt here, and then you have the computer, which actually I have a chip to go here down, but I want to put all this part here together so we can have a better idea, because I think after that, bro, is just I'm gonna clean that, put the belt on, plug the lines, put fluids on it, and we should be able to start. Also, I want to clean it up here because this doesn't make too much sense to me, right?
Again, here we are going to make better. So a lot of cleanup, a lot of wiring fix, and that was the goal here, to make sure that, you know, once we put the battery back in, it's a good spot, although I think I need a new battery anyway.
I just found something, and I think this has to do with the fact that the wires, you see, they jump this wire. This is like green and white. This is a green and white, and for some reason it's connected to this one here in a worst way possible. I think I have to fix it. I gotta see if I find a diagram of what it is, but I'm gonna put this back on how it is, because this, I think, has to do with the fans. The fans on this car always run, but this, man, this just looks bad. And here I can see also that there's these two cables are supposed to be connected. You see, they ground the fan, so it's always on. I don't want that because this car is supposed to run hot all the time. So we're gonna reverse this.
Computer cover was broke and I decided to wrap it. I have wrapped so many stuff that I think I should be able to pull this one off though. I'm positive I need a new battery, but this one should do just for us to start the car. Just remember, be careful when you work on your battery. All good though, don't worry, we good. Let's go. Yeah, man, we are super close to get this running. There are a couple things that I want to show you guys. Here, you saw I did the wrap. You still can see the crack, so I'm gonna try to find another part for this because this one doesn't fit, but it's way better than it was with all the wire tucked in. Everything here is connected and ready to go. I put that ground back on, and we're gonna watch the fans once we start the car. I connected the throttle cable, all the injectors. I went over everything to make sure every single connector is good. The alternator, all the holes here. The only thing missing to connect is the fuel. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Here I made sure that nothing is touching anything here. No hoses, nothing. Everything is good to go. By the way, I put the belt back on. A little tip for you: there's this stick here, the belting routing. It's right there. So you just follow. Should be good to go. But this looks pretty good. I'm glad that I got a new one. But now I think we are ready for fluids. And here is our arsenal. So we started with the oil. I'm gonna with full synthetic Valvoline 5W30. This car goes 4.5 quarts. We already filled up the filter, so I should put like 4 quarts, and then once the car is running, we'll get check again to see if it's low. And for the coolant, I went with this one. It's a green one. It's for all vehicles. It's already 50-50. It's 50-50 ready to use it. I don't want to dilute anything. It's saying it's 17 quarts, which I think is around 2 gallons. So I bought one extra one, so we'll see. But let's do the oil first because we are ready to go. But let me show you here. So I have a funnel for the coolant, and I have a funnel for the oil. So I'm gonna drop the oil, check for leaks because we changed the oil pan. Just make sure there's no leaks. If there's leaks, we're gonna drain and search. I hope not. We're so close. All right, we put in one. This is the one that I used to put on the filter. So I'm gonna put this one in, so I know there's 1 quart in it. So then we just need another 3 from the big gallon. Does that make sense, my math? I gotta go over everything once again to make sure that it's fine. Let me check the bottom. All right, we are dry. We are dry. I'm starting getting nervous, guys, because this is a big moment. You know what I'm saying? Drink, you big little buddy. Drink. We should leave this thing here 1.5. Bone dry. Bone dry, guys. Bone dry. I did some research, and then it seems that we need 3.6 gallons. So here we go. This is one. And I'm gonna check for leaks. Yeah, this funnel though, I'll leave the link below. It's supposed to be helpful to you don't spill and don't get bubbles on it. So I'm actually excited to see. I think I check everything. Maybe if I press this hose. So far there's no leaks whatsoever. It's not leaking here. No leaks there. As long as don't leak on my new optic spark, we should be good. I'm just pressing this hose to make sure that there's no leaks. All right, I think we can try to start the car. All right, let's see if that cranks over. I'll prime the pump. I'll prime the pump a few times because there's no. So that mod's still on, which is okay. I think it's those are wires that I spoke about it. But anyway, let's see if we get the coolant running. Let me put, it's not AC. I'll turn this off. Heater on. All right, first crank. Ready? Oil pressure. It's running though. We don't have fuel. There's a couple of smokes here and there because all the oil, but we should be good. See, it's purpling. The oil pressure is good. Battery voltage a little low. No codes. I don't want to rev it. I want to see if there's leaks. No leaks so far. making a noise. What was that? Oil pressure. Temp. It's pretty cold. You don't get to up to temp. A lot of purple though on the coolant system. Alright, tank dropped really low. We got more coolant on the system. I can see things are getting better. I think she just needs to breathe. Yeah, we do not have a coolant in the system. Temperature is fine, oil pressure is fine. Still no heat though. Oh, we got heat! It's getting there, boys. It's getting there. Got heat. I never got that much heat. So I think it's still getting coolant to the system. I'll put it down here. Yeah. We're getting somewhere. Good morning. It's a pretty cold day today, but as you can see, everything drained. I'm gonna start the car. I'm gonna put more and start the car, and then we're gonna drop the car. Let's see if we can at least get gas. A couple issues I noticed. My radio is not working. I hope the battery didn't die throughout the night. We'll see. She has more power than she had last time I drove. Oh, she drives way better already. I'm not saying it's perfect, but she needs to clean it up. Let's bring her up to 10. Oh, she would never go up like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the gear is alive. We got heat, which we didn't have before. Still a couple things to clean it up here and there, but we'll check for leaks. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! She's a ripper! The heater, man. It's blowing like crazy. So I'm glad we fixed that. 63,000 miles. I think the first drive was 100%. Still a lot of things to figure out, a lot of other things to do. So I drove for a couple of miles, maybe 5 to 10 miles, just to make sure the car has everything working properly. And then, but I don't want to stop here. We have way more to do. So let's get to work. With the car back and running from his first ride, I want to get this at least. It's not gonna be completely done, but we need to get the interior back on, right? And the radar don't work. We don't have a dash, and we have a lot of things here going on, all that messy. So I have a lot of work to do, and you guys coming along. If you ever work on a Corvette, you know removing the roof makes everything so easier. So I did that because the seats needs to come out. I have so many electrical issues that I need to figure out, and also my backup camera is not working. I figured out why my camera wasn't working, because the seat belt cut the wire. This bolt in here, you see, push the wire through it. So I knew was something wrong with it. So that's what it was. Let's see if we can repair this, and I'll open it up the other side as well, because I got a new seat belt. The seat belt is like all junk because this gets locked, and as you can see here, this thing like it's not working. So I got a brand new, not brand new, I got a Carlisle. I using one but in better shape, and it's black. So we're gonna go for an entire blackout. I think we are close to find our issue here, guys. I can try to put another one here. I don't think that was our issue. So basically I gotta go, I check here, there's nothing that appears to be damaged or touching wire or touching metal. So I'll keep searching for. I'll remove this. I don't remember if there's any wires back here, but I'm checking wherever there's lights, because we need interior lights. This need to work, and then the radio as well, which I gotta check it out. But definitely that bad boy was one of the issues. Woo, got lights. And the dimmer doesn't work on the LEDs. I'll probably swap it up for just the regular lights. And the radio is not working, so I think there's a fuse behind the radio. The center console needs to come out. Alright, I found what the issue was, so I fixed all the wiring. Now I'm gonna put a lot of tape to hold this all together, and we should be back. We should be able to start putting all things back. The only thing is I ordered a new backup light, because this wire here, you cannot, do a patch on it, because there are three wires actually inside. So I ordered a new one. I just have to remove this and run everything. But right now, let's put everything back together. My goal was to make all the wiring on this car way better and way cleaner. Whoever's gonna work on this one day can see that some work was done here. But while you weren't there again, I decided to do a bunch of things. As you can see, my center console is wrapped in carbon fiber vinyl wrap, but I wasn't happy with the results, so I took that out so I could wrap that again in a black matte, which I think goes better with this car. My center console also had the USB for the Apple CarPlay, which I wasn't happy with that too, so I also fixed that, and I wrapped with the same matte black that I was going to use on the center console, so everything matches. With the radio working, I realized how bad the speakers were, especially on the front one. So I ordered those from Amazon for $40, and they sound amazing. Unfortunately, I cannot show you how they sound because copywriting, but I guarantee that they sound better than ones that were there for 30 plus years. So after that was putting everything back together. And as I mentioned, I had to put a new backup camera because the one that was there was not good. So I had to order a new one, which was a plug and play. I could use the wire that I had there before. And then I was able also to clean it up the dash, because the dash needs to go back in, but it's not going back in like this. So I ceramic coat the entire dash, which brought this thing back to life. I know ceramic coat is magic, and I never used it on the dash as old as this one, but it was totally worth it. seems pretty easy looking on YouTube. So it has been days that I couldn't touch this car. My 9 to 5 has been crazy, but I have one mission today, which is finish this car. I know the car runs fine, but we need the interior back. So life gets on the way, but it is what it is. We have to finish, and I wanted to finish because I want to take this down the road and drive, right? I had so many issues that I think I figured out what it is. I finished the backup camera, so I put some RTV here so we don't get anything. I ran the cables, the center console, it's back on, as you can see. Now, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna start putting the interior back. I already did this many times. The only thing I need to figure out, it is, you see that fuse? I still getting something, it's not working right, and I think it's this here, see, because this is broke. So what I did, I ordered new part for it. So I'm gonna put a brand new door lock switch, and I hope that fixes that issue right there. So basically it's not too far. I know it looks messy because I have been working here for God knows how many days now, but what we need to do is put the dash back on, put the new switches here for the door, and on top of that, if you can see, this is pretty bad. So I got a brand new weather strip kit, so we're gonna do brand new weather strips for the C4, right? So it's here, brand new. You guys just saw that I ceramic coat this dash and came out pretty dang good. Looks like brand new. Of course, got dust since I did it, but now should give a couple more years of life of this. This is actually in really good shape compared with the stuff that I've seen there. The plan is there. I know this seems to be pretty messy, and it is, but the plan is there. Basically, we have the door switch, putting the dash back on, putting the weather strip on, make sure that all the electrical things are working. There's adjustment on that driver door that I also want to do, and we should be gold, I hope. But I want to, just finish this today. I'll take you guys along. Let's hammer this down. Let's finish this project. I know it seems a lot, and actually it is. So I need to take advantage. I need to get this done today and today. There's no other option. We gotta get done today and today. So let's get to work. With the door switches out of the way, I had to put a new weather strip in here though. So I got a new weather strip, and to be honest, I think I cheaped it out on this one because, man, this thing was hard to put it in. And you're gonna see later that the door doesn't close properly, but I think it's gonna be better on the long run. Put a new weather strip in. It's very simple. There's a couple clips that you just remove it, and then it's just basically reversing the process to put a new one back in. For the dash, is basically reversing the process. So a lot of patience, a lot of bolts. Remember where everything came from, and you should be good. mentioned, I put a new seat belts on this thing, which they are not new, but I got a black ones just to go with everything else in the car. Well, the weather strips were not only for the door, was for the entire car. And I'll tell you what, I had a lot of fun trying to put this roof back on with this hard weather strip. For the seats, I gotta tell you guys, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep those seats. First, they are very hard to put it in with the corbel brackets. If you guys ever tried, let me know what is the trick, because there's one bolt by the left side on front. It's almost impossible to get in. So what I did, I put a couple washers. It's in there, it's really firm and everything, but I'm not happy about it. So let me know if you have any suggestions. So I have another option, which I'm gonna save for the next video.
Look at that. We got the seats back in. I managed to put the bolts, as you guys saw. I did the washers. Now the seats are right in there. So I will run this for now. They are pretty tight though, like they are race seats. So I don't know if I'm gonna run this for a long time. But the weather strip here I put like some silicone. It's drying right now, so but it looks pretty good, right? It's still wet though. That's why it's shining like this. Here, all new. So man, the car came a long way. Look at that. And everything works in here. All lights, as you can see, are working. Look at that. I'll shut it off. But all lights work. See? Everything works. We did not have lights. The radio work, backup camera works. So the only thing I'm debating to do is this. The steering wheel, right? And I actually bought it after Mark 1. But I'm not sure though. So because this one, if we put this one, we lose the airbag. This is a Momo steering wheel. It's brand new. Like I bought it from Facebook. The guy never used it. So that would be something like this. Would be more sporty for sure. But what I'm gonna do for now, I'm not gonna use this because then I need to buy the hub and everything. And then I hear you guys' opinion. What do you think? Should I use this? Or should I keep this? But I'm not gonna keep this like this, right? It's so awful. So I use this cover. Actually, I used on this car when I first got like 3 years ago. But now I have a carbon fiber one. So this cover you basically put it here, and you have to stitch by yourself. It's gonna make more sense when I'm doing. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Not now, because now it's 1:30 a.m. and I'm tired. So tomorrow we're gonna start from here. So for you, I'm almost finished watching Formula 1. That's Australia though, that's how late it is. It's 1:30, but my goal is to get this car running this weekend and I will do it. So which is running, but all complete. So tomorrow we're gonna do this. So the last thing to do is the steering wheel and put it also the weather strip on the roof, and then we're gonna take her out
as dirty as it is. So I'm gonna get some sleep, but for you it's 2 seconds. Good morning. I told it would be fast, so real quick, I will put this on. The only thing I want to show you is this. There's this stitching here that goes on the bottom at the center, and then you just put your hat of patience on and you hammer down. That's what we're gonna do. I don't think that's bad for like $15-20. I don't actually remember how much I paid for, but it was on that range, and that thing came out great. This is my third time using this, and I would definitely suggest if you want some quick and easy solution, but you gotta be patient. The only thing I did, I add ceramic coat to the center of the wheel to make just stand up a little bit. I'm actually digging the ceramic coating on plastic stuff. See what this thing can do. Just check for oil leaks and there is nothing there, so I hope we should be good. Woohoo! We're driving, bro. It's been almost a year. I never driven this car this far, like this, you know, this far. But she's driving. I want to drive to see some miles on. It's my first time we fully experienced this before, though. You know what I'm saying? Drives really nice. Although I think there's a, I don't know, exhaust leak. And this car is definitely super quiet. Like I cannot hear anything. You guys can probably hear me talking. You can close the window a little bit. I still need to charge the AC. But yeah, this new rubber though, it's like super tough in the car. I'll tell you that. Like tough in the terms that, you know, needs to be breaking. So I'm trying to keep the doors as close as possible because it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, if I do like a pull here, ready, go. Oh. She moves. You know what I'm saying? If I can't hold my phone. Yeah, she moves. But something doesn't sound right to me. And she brakes. She definitely has some power though. I don't know, maybe I just need to get used to auto one, but maybe she just needs to breathe. Well, there's one more adjustment that we need to do. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. She's drivable though. She's definitely drivable, and she has some power. And she feels tight. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it needs exhaust. You know what I'm saying? So I feel better about it. I don't know. Feels like in low RPMs. I don't know. This is out of my game. I need some advice here. I think we fixed the main issue, but maybe it's the way it is though. The thing is, I haven't driven another C4 to tell you if that's how it should be. She moves, just sounds weird to me though. She brakes, you know, she goes the corners. As much as I hate this seat though, for this kind of driving, she's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hugs you. But the brackets on the Corvette seats for the C4 are awful. Just bad. But she goes up and down. She moves. She's somehow like clean, comfortable. It's just, I don't know. Maybe maybe it's me. Well, let's take her back to the garage and let's look at it. If there's anything wrong in it. We're back in the garage, and man, we finally can call this done, I guess, right? So it's still not done, but done, if you will. The car is drivable. The main issues that I notice is though, there's nothing completely wrong with it. Like, I even fixed the lights. I put LED on it. I noticed a little oil leak, so I have to take a look at it to see what I can do about it, and I'll update you guys in the next video. But she's drivable. There's no leaks of coolant or anything besides that. And the door, like as I said, it's this door here doesn't close, but I think I figured out what it is. This here seems to be bent. I don't know if you can see. See, it's not straight. So this door here, I don't know what happened. The other door closed fine. This door you can close. Of course, now with the weather strip new, it's even harder. So you have to slam on it, which I'm trying to avoid to do, because even the previous owner put bolts in here, which you can see didn't work. So I don't want to keep doing that. So I'll probably try to fix that too. That's as far as that close, right? So I think if I try to bend this back, I might crack the paint. But other than that, the car, it's done. Of course, I still want things to do. So if you were here too now, I really appreciate it. Man, what a journey, right? I still think it still has work to be done, to be honest. But I think the major parts behind us. So those things that I just pointed out to, like the door, I need to check that oil leak though. Might be something to do with the oil pan and the timing cover. If that's it, I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted on the next one. But for now, there's something new that I want to try for the seats, because those seats are not happy. To be honest, I was pretty happy with the steering wheel, the way they came out. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna put back the aftermarket one. Let me know also in the comments below. Other than that, the car drives. Everything is back in place. This should be my car for the season, because if you are here until now, I'm gonna show you something. Look at this. So I had a big issue with my C6, which you're gonna be updated soon. But yeah, thank you so much for watching till now. I really appreciate your support throughout this entire journey of the car. More to come on this one, and more to come on the other one. So if you can leave me a thumbs up, and if you have an idea if the car is running healthy, anything you see, I'll always look at your comments. So I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Never forget, enjoy your life and work hard for it.